Hello there, this is Three of Spades, and welcome back to Brink. This is going to be part two. I'm going to do the other two challenges here. So in this case, I have to escort a cool, like, crab tank. And I gotta say, probably one of the coolest parts of this game is the actual environment and, like, vehicle designs. They're nothing too stand out compared to, say, like a game like Halo 4 or Mass Effect or, any number of other AAA games, but they're pretty good. Like, a little pixely, but I think that's fine. Because at least once you figure out the weird, like, issues with the frame rate and the stutters, like, once you get over that, the game doesn't look great, but it does run okay. I mean, it could probably use some help with the VSync, but using, like, any VSync seems to just screw it up, so we'll just take what we can get in this case. So, what you have to do is you have to escort the tank, the Centurion, and along the way they allow you to capture command posts, though it's pretty useless, so I'm not going to bother with that. I'm going to just shoot these guys instead. Right. There you go. It's really screwy, the aiming. Like, my crosshair is going to say I'm aiming here, but I actually hit all around, like a stormtrooper. So this is where the lights are beeping. Good visual indicators, but that's the thing. Unless the lady told you, you wouldn't fucking know to look for it. Oh shit. There we go. Got him. Oh shit. They're coming in front. It's a decent game, but like competing against COD and Battlefield in their prime, yeah, not exactly great. So, on the plus side, even like a kind of whatever budget AA game is still pretty good from that time, so I will give them that. Alright, good. Just spam them with the pistol, see if they'll take that. Oh yeah, they took it. Enemy neutralized. Oh, they're sending in the heavy. Except they forgot how to shoot. So, rip. Just throw a grenade in there. Like this rickety old, like, makeshift crane tank thing. It's pretty neat. They got like some ammo and bags and other like stuff on it too. Then the computers have like some Windows XP or Windows 7 looking operating system on it. So this whole thing kind of reminds me of Mirror's Edge if it was more shooter focused, and like one other Windows 7 wallpaper that had like a bunch of windows on a building. It was pretty cool. It's very glassy and almost like a mirror reflection, so Mirror's Edge, if you will. So I got a few muzzle brakes. I'm just gonna go with the dual vent because that's the last one, and then I'm also gonna go with. See, all the red dot sights have the same functionality, but the scope does not. So I'm gonna go with the Koga, and then I'm gonna go get the pistol. And on the pistol, I'm gonna see if it also has. Yes, it does. It has the muzzle brake, so that's good. And then I'm also going to get the... Actually, no, I'm not going to fuck with that. I'm just going to leave that as is. And switch out for the tomahawk. Put the muzzle brake on that shit, and then... There we go. So, or no, the Talk Mac, my bad, not the Tomahawk. It looks like it, but anyway. So I'm going to grab the Talk Mac, and then I'm going to also, let's see, sprinting reload. The grenade shooting one is alright. Sprinting reload, though. Yeah, I'm just going to save my points. I'm going to head back to challenges. I'm going to do the escort duty, mission 2. Now the thing about it I don't like is that they don't allow you to choose these missions. You just get the second one. Like, there's not really any indication other than just you can do it again, because a whole new mission spawns. Like, this is a totally unique environment that they only made for, like, you know, this and a few others, but it's not used anywhere else in the game. And the unfortunate bit is there's not really a whole lot of content to go around, so I'm surprised they managed to make this map. If they were, you know, if they were able to make some training maps, you think they would have made like a few more, but no, really all they did was like one DLC, actually maybe 2, and that's just it. That's all you get. Alright, good. My aim sucks. The high capacity mag is better than the duct taped ones. You know, no shit. It's got duct tape, so. I also like that. It's a 2D scrolling texture effect, but, you know, this is before they normalized a lot of the volumetric, you know, smoke and shit. Also, before they normalized a lot of proper collision, because when I shoot this, you know, guy, there's a box in front of him, and the box has an invisible box on top of it, so I can't accurately hit where he's, you know, where he is. No shit, he's throwing a grenade. That's gonna stop that thing. There we go. Give me a second there, bud. Thank you. Let me just repair the tank here. This is my tank. The tank's tank. Alright, get wrecked. Fuck off. Now my pistol's out. I basically never get that fucking health command post, because it's borderline fucking pointless. But in this case, I'm actually low on ammo. I don't have very good attachments, so I'm just gonna grab this shit real quick and let them use the tank as bait. And then hope that this blonde guy right here doesn't shoot me. Oh, excellent. Grenade. Also love that noise suppression effect. It is definitely not disorienting at all. There you go. Knife to see you, motherfucker. Alright. This is the most trouble I've ever had with this shit. So, that's nice and lovely. That there is why I don't capture health command posts, because they just spam you with like 3 dudes. And the combat is so fucking clunky that you can't fucking do much. Even though it doesn't look like I'm doing much, if I ran for like 3 seconds, my dude would run out of his metabolism or whatever, so he'd be fucked. Oh, he flanked around. I just shoot him in the dick with the pistol. Like, see, early on, your accuracy, your damage, all of this shit is not good. So if you grind through the challenges and basically just steamroll this shit, you'll be good as, you know, good as you can be at least. It's still kind of janky and really clunky even when you get all the upgrades, so, you know, typical Bethesda, but... Thanks, Todd. Yep. Alright, so they're going after the command post. I'm gonna see if I can just fucking roll this shit on by. Good. The command post was a distraction. Oh, hello there. Yep, I gotta repair that shit again. Lovely. Now, they can't destroy it, but they can definitely stop it right in its tracks, so... That's annoying. You can also knock them down on their ass by sliding into them. Then just kill them. So that is one way I like to use the sliding. See, Titanfall, Black Ops 3, and like half of the games from the Xbox One, they had sliding seemingly in them, but then they never used them for anything like, you know, being able to knock a dude on his ass. So then, like, why have the slide other than just, hey, it's another button to spam, like the sprint. So I like the way that slide is implemented in here as well. It's just something that nobody else does. I'm very old school in that regard, you know. Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3 is what I grew up with, so it's kind of the way I go about things. Very simple. Alright, so there's the drum mag, which is exactly the one I wanted. Now there's that. Speed sling, and then there's the stability. That's the thing with the front grip. You don't get much stability. So I'm just going to go with this, and then the other one... Oh yeah, I need to do tower defense in order to get the pistol upgraded, so that'll be handy. This I would go with if it didn't have like exactly 3 magazines. Meanwhile this, you know, it's semi-auto. So even though the damage isn't as good, you'll notice that. I think in particularly what is good is the accuracy. Well, it doesn't look like much. Like that just ships only a little bit. But then that accuracy and then the reload speed are both pretty good. So those are ones you're definitely going to want, especially when you're doing tower defense section. Yeah, the campaign mode is just straight up broken because they expect you to be able to just do way too much shit all at the same time, so there's no way that you could possibly get that shit done. Alright, so I need to capture this command post, which you're never gonna do. You're just simply never gonna fucking capture these command posts. They might yell about how it's a big deal constantly, but it's not. I do like their, you know, little James Bond computer shit, so. I don't have the turret yet, but that's what I'm gonna save up money for here. So, I can't plant more than one. That's another thing. Where they come from the lights. So, bye-bye. There we go. They do send a few at you. Bye-bye. Get wrecked. I do like the indicator for the cooldown. It's like an actual, you know, thermometer. And eventually they start getting wise and sending multiple at you at the same time. So it's a good idea to plant your landmine. Especially when they start sending in like 3. Because if they send in 3, you're basically going to get wrecked. As you could see with the tank, it was like I constantly had to juggle it and then this fucking command post just to get ammo. Yeah. And that is why you don't cook grenades. They just run, like, if they don't run into it, they'll just stand next to it and then wonder, oh, gee, I wonder what that thing is. Nice and orange. That must be a fruit. No, it's a fucking grenade. Alright. So I'm going to start sending in 2 at the same time. So that's going to be nice. Alright. Bye-bye. There we go. Alright, so one dude back here, and then another somewhere else. Yeah, recoil and spread are just all over the place, so. Oh, hello. Hello. Fucking McAllister. Sauce. For long-range targets, a pistol is better. Comrade Commissar lied. For short-range targets, a rifle is best. Alright. I think I missed that grenade. Oh, hello. Hit wreck. Oh, hey there. How you doing? Go away. And kill them as quickly as possible, too, if you can. Alright, so they're sending in the big guns now. Ooh. Night-night, motherfucker. Bye-bye. King of the Hill. I sell propane and propane accessories. But that's the thing. Why make this entirely brand new section of the map if you're just never going to fucking use it again? Like, this whole section of map is never used anywhere else in the entire game. Which, you know, kind of bugs me, because clearly they were strapped for time or whatever. But they couldn't bother. So anyway, I'm going to do this last bit, and then that'll be the part. So we're going to get here on the standby mode. These big chunky motherfucking computers with big wires and shit. Now that's one thing I love with old 2000s computers. And the lighting. It's all tinted and looks dirty. So even though it's low resolution, it's kind of, you know, you wouldn't judge it too much because it looks like they clearly tried with the art design. Or at least I wouldn't. Get out of here. Oh, I think he's changed locations. Well, how you doing? Get the fuck out of here. So I can bait him out. Yeah, that didn't quite work. Oh. There we go. Is he still alive? Yeah, he is. Son of a bitch. This motherfucker is real stubborn today. You guys are in for a treat. Treat him to some fucking lead. Oh, here's another thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set this fucking landmine right here. Bye-bye. Shooting from the hip. Yeah, boys, shoot to kill. I'm the shit. Why do you think Proof used to Call of Duty? Ooh, we got tangos. Knock, knock, motherfucker. You also get sucked into animations, too. That's not another... You know, that's not something I miss. Oh, bye-bye. Use the damage buff. The rage. Rage is also another pretty decent game. It just, you know, technical issues as well. Another janky mid-2010s Bethesda game that they just kind of put out alongside New Vegas and Rogue Warrior. Then people wondered why they didn't do more of these, because it was like, you know, they were fun, but they were just kind of stupid. They weren't anything substantive enough to last you years like, you know, what you expect from Bethesda. Say what you will about Fallout 76, and there's a lot to fucking say about that piece of shit, but, you know, at least you got people who got years of content from that. So at least when they doubled and tripled down at what they were good at, then they seemed to actually do an okay job. Though, it's still a half-baked, shitty version of, like, Fallout 2. Which is pretty much what they've all been since Fallout 3, but at least 3 and New Vegas were kind of funny. So I can give them that. And Bethesda, if they wanted to make like an actually decent shooter game, I don't think they would be bad at it. It's just they don't want to. But they keep like pretending as if they do, which is strange. Oh shit, they got me. Oh, I better hurry. Yeah. That's a big no-no. Sorry, I got busy talking about Bethesda. It just works, guys. I think I distracted them long enough. Oop. There we go. You talk about Todd, he makes your aim stop working. Alright, fuck the old mine. I'm just gonna set this one here. I do that. As soon as I fucking do that, they start coming up the stairs. Of course. Now, this isn't as good as Modern Warfare 3 Survival, but I wish they had something more like this throughout all of the maps and just, you know, they chunked it up into sections so they could, you know, have at least a little more content. But, no dice. Alright. I don't know where else they're coming from. I guess I didn't kill them. No, but got pretty fucking close. There we go. Oh, hey, how you doing there, buddy? He was just looking at that thing. He's like, oh, what's that, a landmine? Never heard of that. What's it do? Blows you up, bitch. Bye-bye. Alright, I'm gonna wait for this guy to get up here. Oh, where'd he go? There he is. Now I'm just gonna fucking pump his guts full of lead. Eat lead, motherfucker. Alright, let's try placing the landmine here, because that seems to be where the dumbass went the last time. Alright. Let's see if that gets a kill. Ooh, how you doing? Howdy. Yeah, you will never have good aim in this game. I guarantee it. Half this fucking time, I don't know where I'm hitting, but it seems to work. Basically, you just aim in their torso, and then that seems to kill them. I mean, it's not consistent, but it's the only consistent method I've found that's somewhat reliable. It's not great, but it does get results because I clearly won. So that's a 2-star run. I'll go back here, and I think the Carb 9 is probably one of the better ones as well, but I'm gonna grab a few attachments for this sucker. That's the thing, the equip speed is like so fucking minimal. And then the adjusted iron sights don't really do much either. So my weapon of choice is this Vector. I don't do the high capacity mag because you could just do the drum mag, and like you're not gonna have much ammo anyway, so you might as well just have it all in one. If it were my choice, I would have just the bullshit mag where you have all of the fucking ammo at once, and that's it. Once you're out, you're out. I mean, they have the Gatling gun and the other body types, but I find they're not really as effective as just using medium and then playing it like Call of Duty. So this one I want to see if I can get. I think a few of these I need to get before. Let's see. What do I need? I think I need to be a higher level. I don't know. Either that or I need to do something else. No, it's rank 1, and then this is also rank 1, so I need to level up other shit before I get to that, so I'm going to start playing the game in the next part. Thanks for watching. So far, so good. Usually performance is not anywhere near this good, but after I figured out you just had to like fuck around with a web browser and the Steam overlay, it seemed to work, so awesome.